are developers so annoying? All these developers, they are just so annoying. I'm so annoying, so annoying, so annoying, so annoying. Ow! Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Anita. Sorry we always start off on the wrong note, but that's not the case. If you're joining me for the first time, you're welcome. My name is Anita. On this channel, we talk about everything design related, career, tips, and lifestyle. And if you have been following me, thank you so much for your support and your continued support. I love you guys. So, in today's video, we're going to be talking about designers and developers controversy saga. I always hear that designers and developers always crash. Is that true? I don't know. That's what we're going to talk about today. Also, today, in order to discuss this, I'm just going to talk about my experience, how I worked with designers, have I ever had any clash with designers? So, let's get right into it. Okay, my personal experience, I would say I've ever had any clash with designers. Sorry, with developers. My 4 years of working as a product designer. Why? Simply because when I want to design, I always have the developers in mind. So how do I do that? So whenever I'm designing, I always say, is this implementable? And even when I'm discussing with the product manager, and product manager is saying this is how I want it to work, this is how I want it to work. My question to him is always, is this implementable? Let's reach out to developers. Is this implementable? Is this something they should be able to implement? What are the dependencies? What are the things that will make this not to work? And sometimes when we call them into the discussion, we realize that it's not implementable. And sometimes we get even a fresh idea from them of the things we should do. So that's how I work with my developers that I've been working with, and I've not had any issues with them. The other things I do is whenever, like I said, whenever I'm designing, I always have them in mind. Really, because there are some prototyping I will do, there are some things I will do that might not be implementable. So I always find out from them, is this implementable? And I always carry them along in everything I do. And sometimes they say, oh, this is not implementable. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes developers, some of them want an easy way out. I have a designer that says that whenever a developer is advising you on what to do, just know that it's looking for easy way out. Yeah, sometimes they come and say, this is how we should do it. And please don't compromise your user experience. In as much as you want to work with them, when they give you ideas and you weigh it and see that, okay, it doesn't affect any of the user experience policies or principles. Yeah, there should always be a meeting ground for you guys to have an adjustment. So that's how I work with them. I keep them in mind while working with them, and I carry them along in everything that I do. And when I hand over my design to them, I don't just leave them. But before implementation starts, we have what we call design session with the developers and run through with them what the designs are all about. And while going through that, you might start saying that, oh, let's not do it this way. And sometimes I say, oh, it won't work because if we change it to the way you want this thing to work, this is the reason, this will be the implications. And sometimes, not sometimes they agree because this thing I see with developers and designers that they always talk about is just communication gap. I feel with my own personal experience, I might be wrong. I don't know. For me, I just think because the way I communicate with them, just we are a team member, we are working on the same goal. So if I give you a design and you say, oh, it's not going to work, why? You know, oh, this is the reason, this is the reason. And I said, okay, if you the way you want it to work, if I give you my own reason. We both agree. They will meet on the middle ground, and everything work out fine. That's how I work with them. I don't design in isolation that my design is final. No, I always keep them in mind while designing, and I always bring them in the discussion. In the process of my designing, I said, okay, this is where I am. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm thinking. That's what I'm ahead. Is this implementable? Oh, yes. Or even sometimes they give me idea. Is this implementable? So no, well, what would do that? When I think about it, oh yes, this will really work. And the things go on. And when I'm done with them, I'm done designing. The next something I do again because of quality is they give me their when they merge their PRO to staging. I log into staging to see the implementation of my UI, not just even the UI, the user experience. Sometimes I discover that what I gave them is different from what they implemented. It's not fight. Ross, this is not what I gave you. Sometimes they give me a valid reason why they were not able to implement it this way. Probably this is what they already have in their database. This is this, and we review together and see. Okay, it's not affecting the user experience. It's not affecting the business. Okay, that's good. Sometimes I stand my ground. No, 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 no. This won't work, and this is the reason why it won't work. And we are all good. And how do I do that? I go through the staging, create a Google Doc, take screenshot of all the issues I see, I document on them, share it with them with the SD link or Figma link, depending on the tools I'm using for the design, and share it with them. And we jump on a call, we review this, and if it is, then we are good to go. So far, I've not really had any issues with developers in my 4 years of design. But the very first year, yeah, I would say I had issues. Then I was naive. I don't know much. It's not really like I was working officially. I was working with a developer who, in my during my training, we were working on a capstone project. So I wouldn't really call that a clash. If I'm working with that developer today, I know we won't clash anymore. So what I do, I keep them in mind while designing. So I want to ask you, how do you relate with your developers? Do you carry them along while designing, or you just design and send it to them and nothing can be done about your design? No, I gave you this is what you must give me. Is that how you do it? I want to hear from you. And what are your experiences with developers? Has it been cool? Has it always been clash, 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 clash? So just to recap, what I do, I carry them along while designing, right? And I always keep them in mind when designing. Sometimes we jump on a call to see if what I'm designing is implementable. If not, why? If yes, okay, go ahead. Then after designing, after the implementation, I go through their design just for quality sake to see if what was designed is what was implemented. And if not, we also jump on the call, review, and they implement. We are good to go. So that's how it has been. I hope this was helpful for you. If you have been having issues with developers, let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. I love you guys. See you in my next video. Mwah.